This is KVCI.blogspot.com, George Boston Rhymes, in front of City Hall. This represents the sword of righteousness. The sword of righteousness. I just left a meeting wherein the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Brother Floyd Rose, and along with other concerned citizens of here in Valdosta, Georgia, they met on behalf of citizens concerning alleged mistreatment by the Valdosta Police Department. The next video that you see will be from Valdosta, Georgia, at Serenity Church, wherein black and white right people came to talk about civil rights and law enforcement activity. And what we want to say here is that I don't want you all ignorant. I want you to know what's going on in your community. I want you to know that the last city council meeting right here in Valdosta, Georgia, at a public meeting in the state of Georgia, I talked about a canal with no borders around it to keep children from falling into it. Our elected officials said nothing about it. Nothing was reported by the South Georgia news media, although it concerned human life. I talked about alleged death in the Valdosta and Lowndes County Jail on May the 8th, 2010. I have a video of a former inmate and some people that are still working in law enforcement who wants to clear their conscience. I mentioned that at the Valdosta City Council meeting in the presence of Councilman James Wright, Councilman Yokes, Councilman White, the city manager, Larry Hanson, Mayor Gale, Councilman Payton, Councilman Norton, and Councilman Sonny Vickers, and with a host of ordinary citizens. I told them that there was the individual told me that somebody that worked for the city actually traveled to the jail and are aware that there was a possible death at the jail. I have their names. I told City Council that I would withhold their names, thinking and believing that somebody would have came to me and at least asked me some more questions. But as usual, that didn't happen. I told them being our elected officials in the city of Valdosta, Georgia, that we have names of people at the jail who work there, some of whom know about it and wants to clear their conscience. But they are afraid because they don't have a news media that they could tell their story to that they trust enough to actually get something done about it. Once again, nothing was published in the South Georgia press. And I don't mean the Valdosta Daily Times. Please, don't take it that way. I'm talking about all news, that's WCTV, WALB, all TV stations have a right to inform us, should have a responsibility to keep us informed. We talked about nurses and medical in the Valdosta Lowndes County Jail who knows about this alleged incident that was brought to me and others, but nothing was reported. I told Councilman Wright, Councilman Yokes, Councilman White, Mayor Gale, Councilman Payton, Councilman Vickers, Councilman Norton, all was told about this and the people attended. But there is a chorus of fear. Let me repeat, there is a chorus of fear that has been proven here in Valdosta and Lowndes County for too long now. And I ask you to Google a chorus of fear and death of Willie James Williams. A Chorus of Fear video is on YouTube, and it's available for you to understand. But these elected officials didn't say anything. I've gone to the county many times, dating back to the late 90s, and nothing was done. It's as if though the citizens here in Valdosta and Lowndes County have just allowed their rights to be eroded or taken away for whatever reasons. And I think it's a disgrace to the human race. One more. When we talk to our elected officials about the canal, nothing was said during the meeting. And did you notice that our city council here in Valdosta and other governmental bodies have citizens the last item on the agenda? That means that they don't respond to you because councilman comments is before the citizens speak. Isn't that strange? That means they don't want to listen to us. But listen, I have it on record. I have a long line of recordings to show wherein they respond to people they want to. Oh yeah, even the other night I got it recorded. Somebody spoke, they took time, there was a lot of intermingling, and they conversed, they laughed, they treat them warm, but others, they try to hang the gavel up on you quickly. They can be more kind, more people-oriented, as if though they want to hear from the citizens, but it's like the Gestapo. 15 people were arrested May 5th, 2005 for trying to address their elected officials here in the city of Valdosta, Georgia. And so I'm saying to you, the next clip that you watch will be because Reverend Minister Floyd Rose is not like many of the other pastors in our community. He is really following the dream of Dr. King. He don't just participate in ceremonies and go on back home, placate, duplicate, imitate the dream of Dr. King, but he have chose to implement the great practices of that civil rights leader. And I join him, I walk with him, because it's the right thing to do. So sit back and listen to the clip that took place today at Serenity Church as we journeyed to the site. But you will hear the story, as Paul Harper would say, the rest of the story.